What is up, y'all? For today's video, I'm going to be reacting to an episode of One Piece. So the last episode I ended up watching, it was absolutely hype. Shanks and his crew are near Wano, and instead of making the decision of going to see Luffy, Shanks makes the decision to go after the One Piece. So yeah, Shanks is going after the One Piece. Things are just getting crazier and crazier each time. So I'm very excited to see how this episode goes, but before I get started with the reaction, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. So with all that being said, let's get started with the reaction and see what One Piece has in store for us. The way Nami is holding that, she looks like she knows what she's doing. She looks like she's gonna take over like Usopp's spot as the marksman of the crew. Never mind. Never mind. She completely missed. Yeah, she's not taking Usopp's spot. Usopp's like, let me show you how it's done. Let me show you how a true marksman is. Look at that. He's God Usopp for a reason, everyone. Usopp is God Usopp for a reason. Okay, so Nami still has Zeus. I thought like after like Big Mom died and everything, Zeus would disappear, but no. It seems like she's able to still keep Zeus around. This is big because Zeus is a big power up for her. Oh, because he's made of wood. Because he is made of wood, this should do big damage. This has to definitely do big damage to him. Raizo always coming in clutch. And it doesn't affect him. Of course, it would be too easy to take him down if fire was gonna be his like weakness and everything. It would have just been too easy to take an admiral down like that. Oh no, he stabbed Raizo. We know he's just gonna start drinking fluids out of Raizo. Oh, this might not be good. This might not be good for them. Yo, he is sucking Raizo dry. He is sucking Raizo dry. Look at him. He straight up sucked him dry. Ooh, Law's here too. Law is here too because he wants to read he wants to know about the poneglyphs and everything, you know, because Law is savvy with that. But also, I don't know, maybe he's trying to get closer to Robin too. So that's probably where the road poneglyph is, right? Like it would probably have to be there since it wasn't like on Onigashima. It wasn't on Onigashima, right? There was a poneglyph there, but it wasn't a road poneglyph. So he probably has the road poneglyph. Oh, he just wanted to get close to Robin. Law just wanted to get close to Robin. He found any excuse to get close to her. I see what you're doing, Law. Ooh, could that be like some form of like under Wano civilization, right? Yeah, like okay, yeah. So that's Wano from like 800 years ago. Maybe it's like the same thing with like Water 7, how like it's slowly starting to get like submerged by water as like water levels rise. So it could probably be like that kind of situation too. Okay. So that's like because of like the mountains and everything, it kind of like surrounded like the rainfall and made, you know, that Wano be underwater. It's gotta be the road pond. If it's not okay, it's the road poneglyph. Okay, I was about to say if he's not showing them the road poneglyph and he shows them Pluton, I would have like just my head would have exploded. But yeah, it just ended up being the road poneglyph. The third road poneglyph. They're already on the third one. They just need one more, and they'll know where Laugh Tale is. Pluton is down, is further down. Pluton is further down. So it's a good thing he did not tell Kaido and Orochi about this. With like he said, like with Jack being like a fishman. Oh, it is so good that he never told them about this, because one, they would have another road poneglyph, and two, they would have access to Pluton. So it's just, you know, a few floors down, I think, until they see Pluton. Okay. So they're that close to seeing Pluton. Okay, but he's saying that he's never seen it, so he can't show it to them. It requires the removal of the walls. So okay, he's telling us more stuff about this. So he's never seen Pluton, so he can't really show them right now. The only way to do that is to take down the walls. And I think he was saying like, so pretty much they would have to open up Wano in order for them to see Pluton. then maybe it probably isn't the best idea to open up Wano. But then, it's kind of uh counterproductive for counter something, because the whole objective of taking down Kaido was, one, to take him down, but also open up Wano. So I mean, if we want to see Pluton, we have to see Wano get open. But if Wano gets open, that means Pluton can just kind of be out there. Ooh, that's interesting. What if the reason why Odin wanted, like, if Odin knew about like Pluton and like where it's at and everything, right? If he knew that Pluton was at Wano, and that opening up Wano would pretty much let Pluton out. And so what if he knew that? And so what if he wanted kind of like someone from his family, or one of his followers, like Kinema or something, to have Pluton for themselves in order to have like a way of like a defense, with Wano's borders like being opened. Yeah, that was defense of its own. But if someone like Kaido was able to, get into Wano, even with Wano being closed, right? That means almost like, someone stronger than Kaido could do the same thing. So maybe opening up Wano, it breaks down one of their defenses, but then it unleashes a new one, being Pluton. But then again, Odin's not that smart, so he probably wouldn't have been able to come up with something like that. Like, Momonosuke probably knows that's true, but he probably wants to do this on his own. He wants to do this without their help. Since he's Shogun now, he wants to like be able to prove himself that he can protect Wano without the help of Luffy. Yeah, I was right. So like he wanted to like prove that like, they can protect Wano without having to depend on Luffy and everything. So that's why they're not calling for Luffy's help, even though Momonosuke knows that Luffy would be able to, take Ryukugayu down. He wants to do this on his own and stop depending on them. He's hearing Luffy right now. Which is putting a fire in his belly, which means he's gonna pull off the blast breath. This has got to be it. He has done it. He has pulled off the blast breath. He pulled off the blast breath. Oh, and it looks like it's doing big damage to him too. It's just like Kaido. So this has to do heavy damage against Ryukugayu. It straight up blasts a hole right through him. Is he out though? As the question, like, is Ryukugayu like just done now? He had more in the tank. Oh my gosh, he had more in the damn tank. Oh my god, yeah, this proves it. Momonosuke doesn't have to keep depending on Luffy's or on the rest of the Straw Hats. He can protect Wano. He is 100% able to protect Wano now that he can use Blast Breath. And okay, I thought he was dead. I thought Ryukugayu just died. What are we seeing? Shanks is doing something. Right, because he got his sword ready. He had his sword ready. What is he doing? From all the way there, is he somehow mustering an attack? He's somehow doing this. Oh my gosh! No! No way! You are messing. You are messing with me. No way Shanks could. Yo, hold your horses right now. Hold your horses right now. Are you saying Shanks is near Wano? He's not even like, he hasn't even stepped foot on Wano yet. Slightly takes out his sword and then uses, what was it? I think he was using Conqueror's Haki. Using it from that distance? Oh my, Shanks used it from that distance. And I just realized this is the first time in like how long? The first time in so long that we're actually seeing Shanks like show off how strong he is. Or not even like show, like, you know, showing what he can do. Oh my, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. He's not even on Wano. And he's managing to use Conquerors from that far to hit Raikugayu. Oh my. Look, Shanks is showing us why he's an emperor, and he doesn't even have a devil fruit. He is showing us why he is an emperor. This man, Shanks, bro. Shanks. Oh my. What is going on? What is going on? I'm gonna get my hat. But I cannot believe it. He was able to, he used Conquerors all the way from there. The distance this man can use his Conquerors and like manage to land a target. That is insane. I mean, he did. Momonosuke did a lot of work to like take down Raikugayu. It was just Shanks putting the, like, Shanks put that final nail in the coffin. So yeah, now Momonosuke, he now believes that he can protect Wano without having to like rely on Luffy and the Straw Hats now. You know, like he can now feel like he's done, like he's got it. Oh, they knew what was going on. They knew exactly what was going on. They were just chilling there because like they knew they didn't need our help. They were just chilling there. I feel like Luffy already knows. I feel like Luffy like he knows that that was Shanks's haki. Luffy knows. You gotta know. He definitely knows that that was Shanks's haki. Luffy's playing a fool right now. He's playing a fool right now. He knows 100% that was Shanks. He knew this entire time that like he probably knew this entire time that Shanks was like near Wano, but like he probably knew that Shanks and him weren't gonna meet, so he didn't stress about it. But whew, this episode, this episode is insane. This was insane. Like, what the hell? First we get to see the road poneglyph and everything, right? Yeah, that was cool. Road poneglyph. But not only that, Pluton was like a little bit under where the road poneglyph was. And the thing is, we weren't able to see it because in order for Pluton to kind of like be out there and everything, they would need to, break down the walls of Wano and, open up Wano. So there's a good when it comes to opening up Wano, but then there's also a bad with it. Also, Raikugayu, it seems like he's officially kind of like been taken down. Momonosuke managed to use Blast Breath. And that Blast Breath that he did was just fantastic. The first one wasn't like, I guess there was like really only one, but like, the one that he used against Raikugayu, it was good. It was doing good damage to him. But then Momonosuke just managed to like muster up the strength to do like an even more powerful one right after that. And that kind of like took Raikugayu down, like it blew him away. But then, he slowly was coming back up, with like how Groot does when, Guardians of the Galaxy, anytime like, he's dead or like he loses a part of his body, he just slowly grows it back. And as soon as he was done growing and, he was about to like, transform into, giant Groot again, Shanks just, slightly pulls out his sword, uses his Conqueror's haki, and aims it right at Raikugayu and just takes him down. Like, the distance Shanks was able to use Conqueror's haki, that's insane. That is wild. And I think this is like kind of like really the first time we actually see Shanks doing something like this, because the times we've seen him, he's not fighting or anything, except for like Marineford. Even then he wasn't fighting. And before Marineford, you know, he kind of like, him and Whitebeard kind of like, you know, threw hands a little bit, but nothing too insane. But like, this was really, I feel like this was like really the first time that we actually get to see Shanks like show his power, show what he can do, show why he's an emperor in the first place. And it was fantastic. Again, the distance, Shanks and his crew, they were near Wano. They weren't even like on Wano or anything. They didn't even set foot on Wano. They were just near it. And then all the way from where they were to the flower capital, near the flower capital, he uses Conqueror's Haki and takes down Ryukugayu. We have seen why Shanks is an emperor in the first place. Like, we got to see just how strong, like, not even like, we got to see like what he's capable of, and that is insane, but also terrifying. The fact that he can do like long range Conqueror's Haki like that, like long range like that, bro. Like, that's unbelievable. That is absolutely insane. But yeah, after, you know, Ryukugayu's been taken out, you know, like Momonosuke, his whole thing with like not wanting Luffy and like not wanting like Luffy and the others to like help them out. You know, at first it was like, why wouldn't you want them to help out? Because like, you know, you would need the help to take down Ryukugayu. But we find out the reason why Momonosuke didn't want to call for their help is because he doesn't want to keep depending on them. You know, now that he's Shogun and everything, he needs to do this on his own. He needs to be able to like defend Wano on his own without, you know, depending on Luffy, because he's been depending on Luffy ever since he kind of met him. So like, he wanted to, you know, grow up and like, you know, like prove that he can be a shogun and prove that he can protect Wano without, you know, without the help from the Straw Hats. And with taking down Ryukugayu like this, even though he had some help with Shanks without even knowing it, you know, he managed to prove that he can take on, like, that he can protect Wano without the Straw Hats being there. So yeah, clearly this is an extremely great episode. Like so much has happened. Like, it was just fantastic. This was a crazy episode. This was so crazy. I pretty much got nothing else to say, so I'm gonna end the video here. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for my other reactions, also for my discussion videos. So if you're into any of those, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, you know, the whole thing. So with all that being said, again, thank y'all for watching. Until next time, see ya.